Namaste, everyone. Thank you for being here. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, Earth Day, and today I felt led to do a reading. If you notice, my stones are placed just so, and I just felt led to use my clear quartz, rose quartz, and um, my angel. Uh, she is present here today. Her energy is felt. She is, this energy that I'm feeling is Gaia. So I will use my little angel here to represent the energy and strength of the earth, the purity that comes with the creation of the earth, and to guide us today, to share that energy with us, that beautiful, natural, pure energy that we all need, and to not only receive but to give back to Gaia, to give back to the original source of energy, and to share and co-create in the beautiful resurrection of the earth and in all living energetic beings. And so today I am very happy to be here with you. I actually took the day off from work today. Before I even realized it was Earth Day, I decided to take this day off because I need to connect. And I've been feeling the energy of the um, the pureness of the earth and the elements. I feel spirit animals here as well, gathering round to lend their energy as well. And so I am sensing all kinds of spirit animals. It's almost like when you envision the animals in a safari almost, right? So I'm seeing elephants, I'm seeing giraffes, I'm seeing all of the animals that are experiencing freedom in their land wherever they are, right? So I'm feeling that energetic um, healing and assistance from those spirit animals that once walked this great earth and are gracing us with their presence and their energy now. And so Gaia, the um, the spirit of the earth energy, says, welcome all. There is no race. There is no status socially, financially. There is no physical. Everything is equal. Everyone is equal here because we are all energy. We are one light, one love, one source. We share the energy, and I think many of us don't realize day to day how important it is to connect with the earth, to connect with that beautiful, pure energy that brings us into balance. And so it's important to not only receive from the earth, but to give to the earth. And so I feel compelled to speak, to allow the energies and whatever energies are here. I'm seeing, if you ever look at a zebra, pictures or whatever, the black and white markings are amazing, aren't they? And so what I'm seeing with this zebra is this energy here that comes to us and is promoting. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is how, if you see a zebra stripes, right, black and white, the way they almost seem seamless, like almost like a perfect painting. And so the zebra energy is here to promote this unification of, um, yeah, black and white. And that doesn't mean race, black and white. That means that there is um, a unity of the physical and spiritual going on here, okay? And so the beautiful white energy balances out the dark. And so it is important to have both energies to ground us, to keep us connected to that great source, to ourselves. In all of my work, I have always promoted love yourself first. Let us start with the inner. Let us start with the spiritual inner work to prepare us for our what's coming for us in the future and in the now. And so in this beautiful imagery that I'm seeing with all these animals, I'm seeing the beautiful way they are all not designed, created. Their beautiful special markings, the 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 height of the giraffe, the beautiful sturdiness of an elephant, the, how do I say this? And I see, chimpanzees, monkeys, and in that species, I see their flexibility. I don't know, I'm just saying what's coming. And I'm seeing that they are, all of these spirit animals represent something within ourselves, right? And so Spirit says, and Gaia, the spirit of Gaia says, in all the lands on this earth, sometimes there's drought, sometimes there is abundance. As with the elephants when they move through and try to find water. Sometimes it's hard to find, but they keep moving because they have that internal compass. It's like a clock that just keeps going and it doesn't stop, because that is their internal fortitude. It is their compass. It is their strength. And so elephants don't stop as they're in their search for water. They don't stop to say, woe is me, or, that one over there isn't keeping up the pace, or, there is no little details that they stop to ponder. They keep moving. They keep searching. And it's funny because elephants can dig into the ground with their snouts, right? Their trunks. They can dig into the ground and dig until they find water, because they have this internal knowing. It's like if you've ever seen anybody use a wishing well or a what's that, divining rod. When I was a kid, we lived on a farm and we ran out of water, and so we had people come in with divining rods, those things, and they believed that those divining rods, I think that's what they call them, would point them in the right direction to find the water. And so elephants have that internal knowing. They know they have to keep moving. They know they have to endure sometimes not so pleasant seasons. And so as I feel into the energy today on this Earth Day of these animals, their energy, their stamina, their will to keep moving, it's amazing. And it's hitting me. It's very, I feel it in my chest. This beautiful knowing that all of us our energy. We're all made of energy. We all have this light inside of us that keeps us moving. And these animals come to us with the innocence of purity, right? The purification, the innocence of that beautiful, natural, raw creature that they are. And it is a stark reminder that we are made of the same energy. We have the same ability to keep moving, to keep searching, excuse me, for that, whatever it is that we, to keep on that journey, on our path, to keep moving despite the droughts, despite the seasons that aren't so good, despite the not so pleasant situations. I'm mesmerized by these animals, and they to see that they have what it takes to keep moving. They are faced with the enemy sometimes, which could be another animal in nature trying to find a meal. So some animals are susceptible to that. And so on this journey, on this path, we as human beings and energies of light find ourselves too caught up sometimes in things, and we lose sight of what we really have inside of us, that strength, that energy, that fortitude, that innate instinctual energy to keep, that strength to keep moving. And so in this time that we're in right now, many feel ups and downs, cabin fever maybe, upset over having to stay quarantined for a bit longer. But do we really want to stay stuck in a situation where we allow ourselves to feel like a victim? It is up to us as individuals, as beings of energy, to ground ourselves and to be able to weather the storms, right? To be able to pick ourselves up and carry on. And if we dig, like the elephants with their trunks, and they dig into the ground until they find that water, all we have to do is go inside. And the living, beautiful, eternal water, infinite supply of cleansing, purified water is there for us. The energy of spirit, the energy of the divine creator, the love, the strength. And we, just when we think we don't have it anymore to go on, or we're having a bad day, guess what? Just like with those elephants, when they dig into that ground, the water comes bubbling up, and they have enough to keep them moving. And so it's the same with us. We have that beautiful energy inside of us, even in these times, to keep moving forward, to build ourselves up, to find the strength, because it is there. It's not something you have to call in. It's already there to dig in and to allow those beautiful waters to overflow and fill our lives with whatever it is that we need to move forward. Now, our spirit guides are here. The energy of beautiful angelic assistance is here. And so I feel that some of you may see signs. You may see, our angels try to get our attention and let us know, hey, we're here. Do you know that we're here? Do you know you can ask us to come and help you? Do you know that we want to help you? We're right here. I'm going to say that some of you will see feathers. And I truly believe that they are signs, they're symbolic of angels in your presence. And so they're here to remind us this is a journey. It's a beautiful journey. You have that strength inside of you. But just in case, look at these feathers. They're here as a reminder that we're trying to talk to you. We're trying to, say, hey, it's okay to ask for help. You're not meant to do this alone. All right? And so I love the beautiful imagery of these cards. These are my ancient wisdom, divination of the ancients. Again, I really am fascinated by these cards. And they are, can't do it here. Sorry. They're oracle cards. Divination of the ancients. Okay? Beautiful imagery on these cards. I chose these stones because I felt led. They were the clear quartz and the rose quartz stones. I felt led to use them because they represent that purity within us, that original purity that we were created with. And so we are reminded, as I said, with these spirit animals coming in, and from Gaia, the spirit, the energy of the earth, to remind us to take time now. It is a time that we have to slow down. It's like a blessing from the universe, and I'm not taking this virus lightly, this quarantine lightly. But what I'm saying is to find the blessing in all of this, to slow down, to take the time to dig in and find that water inside of you, that beautiful, abundant, living well inside of you. I'm going to, this deck is old now. It's one of my first decks. And the writing on the box wore off because I've used it so much. This is messages from the fairies, okay? So I am really in that, feeling their energy today, all right? Yeah. So, fairies. The energy of the fairies of this deck, I really look at as a elemental energy that's here for us, a spirit that's here to guide us. Okay? And so, this is a newness. This is something. So if this card popped out and I put it aside because I was like, really? Are you sure? What do you mean by this? And then as I was shuffling to find another, they said, no, this is the one. This is the right one, right? All of creation is, we are all children of the divine creator, right? We are all energy. We all contribute to this earth. We all have the protection of the divine. I feel like this card represents all of us looking, seeing ourselves in that reflection. And this child here is playing in a little, by a pond, right? And he's noticing the frog. and somehow he wants to capture that frog. Little boys tend to do that. And so for some reason boys like to get their hands dirty. I don't know. But this child here, he has this innocent wonder. And so he says, I want this frog. I want to touch this frog. I want to see what he's about. And so I'm feeling the energy of the earth, of Gaia, of this beautiful oneness that is saying to us, look, the innocence. Let us look inside. Let us find that beautiful water, that overflowing abundance, that childlike innocence. Let us return to that. Let us breathe in that beautiful purity, that fearlessness. This child just goes right up to the water, puts his hands out to touch that frog. He's not afraid. He's just doing, he knows what he wants. And you can see his reflection in the water, right? For some of you, I feel like this could represent someone who lost a son. And his energy is here. The return to innocence is what I'm hearing. The return to innocence. To enjoy life. Have we ever really enjoyed life? Things are changing. I do feel that things are changing in a lot of ways over a period of time. Things will change. I feel as if the financial system is going to change. Things are going to change financially. Excuse me. Because things haven't always worked out the best. That's what I'm hearing. And not just in a personal way, in a world stage kind of way. The banking system, things like that. Return to innocence. I do believe that during this time, we've all been hearing about how the environment has been improving, healthier. There's less smog, there's less fog, there's, the woods are thriving, the forest. This is a glimpse of improvement here. This is a return to innocence. It's all coming. Because our divine creator knows that if we keep going this way, we will destroy ourselves. And he says, you're too precious. There's too much to live for, to be happy, so much happiness to be found, and had too much happiness out there to not grab it and own it. We are returning to innocence. And so, fairies, thank you for sharing in that. They are our wooded elemental energy that comes in. I don't want to cover up my stones here, so I'm just going to put my cards aside. These are I do feel their energy today, very much. And this is a new start. This is new, guys. Take this as it resonates. It is not just a new career for some of you. It is a new spiritual. It's a turn in someone's life. So, it is a return to innocence. It is a return to the right priorities. Money's nice, but is it your top priority to get to the top of the ladder, to be the king of the hill, to make the most money? And maybe for some that is fulfilling. Maybe that does make you happy. But are you happy inside? And so for some of you, you're going to be embarking on something new. You're going to be moving more into your life purpose, why you're here. And so I do believe that there is a strong influence here, a turning of the wheel to honor your feelings, honor what resonates with your soul that will make you happy. Some clarity is coming in regarding a new way to earn money. Okay? It is like I said, a return to innocence, something new. And so I ask our guides to clarify, to let us know, is there something else that you want us to know on this beautiful Earth Day? I'm sorry, not January. I don't know why I said January. There could be something significant that's coming in January. But for April 22nd, 2020, let's look, see all the twos? Significant. It is a new day, brand new day. And I made a comment to somebody at work the other day, and I said, look at you. You are a brand new you. And so this person had really just decided to change his image. And I said, look at you. I said, your whole demeanor has changed. And it is a going back to something authentic, right? Be authentic you. That's what I'm hearing. Be authentic you. And the happiness comes naturally. Okay? See, you all have this beautiful energy. Surrender to your originality. Who says you need to dress like everyone else? Who says you need to be this beautiful, the one that wears the best clothing, or their makeup is perfect, the hair is done just so? Who says that that's the most acceptable thing? Be authentic you. On this Earth Day, I feel the return to originality, right? The return to your origin, to be who you are in this beautiful oneness and this alignment. Now, Earth Day, I believe, started in the 70s to celebrate Earth Day every year, to focus on how to improve, how can we be more friendly to the earth, use less power, things like that. But this today, in this message, it's about the spiritual part of this, to be a part of this great journey as our feet touch the earth. Do we recognize the connection that we have? It's funny, I have this tree in my backyard that, I might have said this before to you guys, but we planted it years ago. And all the other trees around it took off and they grew, but this one struggled. And I almost liken it to the energy that I was having, what I was going through then. But a couple years ago, maybe a year, I started connecting with that tree. As I was healing, I was connecting with the energy with that tree every time I would walk by it. I don't know. I would feel this amazing, beautiful energy. And so one day I decided to just stop and stand in front of that little tree that was struggling. And I prayed over it, and I put my hands on that tree and I said, thank you for all that you've given. You may not be as big and strong as all these other trees, but you are powerful. And you have the ability to grow, to be whatever you're going to be as a tree. I know that sounds funny. But in the coming weeks, that tree took off and it started to grow. It's, for the longest time, it stayed stuck at 5 feet tall, maybe. And in the coming weeks, it just shot up. It grew. Last year, that tree was at least 10 feet tall. And I'm looking forward to seeing how tall it will be this year. It is that combined energy that we share with the elements, guys. It's not silly. It's authentic. It's real. It is earth connection. Because the earth is part of us and we are part of it. We are all a part of this authentic journey. It's important to recognize the connection, the connectivity, the energy that we share, the energy that is freely given to us in a very natural, organic way. I'm going to tell you something. Many people go to therapists, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's really needed. You need someone to sit and listen that's, unbiased and that has no connection to your history or whatever. And I really am thankful for therapists. But I'm going to tell you, because I've been to therapy before, but something that's very therapeutic for me is being in nature. For some of you, it's being in water, salt water. My daughter's that way. She's very much she needs to be around the ocean, the salt air sometimes, and it just does something. It just revitalizes her. For me, I need to be around the trees, the grass, the flowers, the plants, the earth. I need to touch the earth with my hands or my feet. And that is so therapeutic. That cleansing, pure, organic energy is what we all need in one way or another, whether it's the forest, whether it's the ocean, whether it's just being in the sun. We need that connection. And so on this day, I am so happy to be here and to share this with you. I am allowing these energies to come through me to speak to you, because it is giving me a beautiful, energetic, it's like a reconnection, connecting me more to the earth, connecting me to my inner animal spirit, right? I love when the spirit animals come in and they sort of just that overwhelming raw energy that connects us all. It is just, for me, it's overwhelming. It's just this deep connection that I can't explain entirely. Some of you might understand it, but it is the connectivity that we so desperately need. Like we need water every day. We need this connection. And so I honor the spirit, the energy of Gaia today. For some reason, I'm feeling a strong connection to the western part of the United States. I feel like it's Arizona. I do feel, and for a while I've been saying to myself, or feeling, that I need to go there to the Phoenix or Sedona area, somewhere out there, because there was a huge energetic connection there. And lots of people go there every year, and lots of people experience something they never have before. And I'm feeling that connection from here. I feel that connection with that area. And so I'm reminded that, yes, that area is very connected energetically. There's something special. But the world around us, the earth below us, the sky above us, it's all one big energetic source available to us all. Whether you can physically go somewhere to a magical place like Sedona or the areas around there, or it's in your own backyard. It's all here for you. I'm very much feeling the connection to all of these sources. And I'm feeling the energetic connection. I feel the universe here to remind us as well that we are all in this together. And the universe says, I want to tag team with you. I want to be on your side, on your team. You know, all you have to do is open up. All you have to do is let me in. And I'm here for you. I'm going to give you the whatever energy you're putting out there. That's going to come back to you. And so that's why it's vitally important to connect with those earth energies and all the resources available to us. And so the universe, what is it you have to say? And the universe says, hey, it's me again, the universe. You deserve more. You know, much more. Try this. Stop trying to predict and therefore limit yourself where it's going to come from. Just know it's going to come and let me figure out the rest. Coolio, the universe. Okay? Trust and rely on all the resources available to you, because all of that is you, and you are all of that. Allow the universe to come in. Allow the universe to figure it all out. Let's walk on our path, on our journey, in the energy of oneness, of love, of light. Take your shoes off in the sand. Take your shoes off on the earth, on the grass. Touch a tree. Feel the energy. Breathe in the fresh air. Get out of your stale house. I'm going to say that because in the Northeast here, we've had, we're coming out of winter and we're still having some cool spring days. But we want to be able to breathe in that fresh air. Take a walk on the beach. Take a walk in the forest. Even in your own backyard. Appreciate the trees budding, leaves coming new and fresh, starting over again for another season, opening up to the organic freshness, newness. That's who we are. That's what we're doing, guys. Let's do this. Trust the universe. Great changes are coming. for our highest good. And we have to stay in that energy and focus on only flowing with it. That's all you have to do is show up. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Thank you, Spirit Animals. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Sun. Thank you, Earth. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Divine Creator, for these beautiful souls that have chosen to listen today to this beautiful message of love, of unity, of oneness. Stay well, my friends. Love and light to you all. Namaste.